drink.
Good thing I went ahead and recorded after we said that. The YouTube people are going to be like, what did he say? I don't know. That if we had YouTube people. By the way, if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to the Two Dorks channel, do that, because that would be awesome. twodorks.net/YouTube will take you there, because F Google and their whole you need a billion subscribers to have a custom channel name. Like,
real life video games, even
we can
video games in real life.
We can do anything you ever want to do.
I climbed a tree.
Good.
In the snow.
You said that like I climbed a tree. What? You're so gangster.
Oh, so
fool. Climbed a tree.
I did. I climbed a tree. I was like, F you, tree. I tried to climb the tree's brother, but the tree's brother, like, bit my ankle in half. And I'm like, F you. So I went to the next tree, and he was much more accommodating.
I imagine you actually flipping off a tree as you walked away to go climb a different tree.
So angry. Jacob's like, put your foot there. I'm like, I can't. These boots are made out of, like, rainbow cloud fluff. There's no support in this.
These boots were made for walking. Christopher Walken. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome if Christopher Walken ordered a custom pair of boots and they put a little tag on there like, these boots are made for walking. Oh, I'm so funny, I amaze myself. Remind me to tell you about my dream where I did stand-up comedy.
Did you?
Yeah, I had a dream where and everyone was like, you should always have done this. You were great. And I'm like, that would not happen in real life.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. All right, Den, you want to do a story show?
Have you started on your Kelly Colby story yet?
Yeah, totally. In my brain, it's all up there, start to finish. It's all in here. Stop it.
I'm disappointed. This is my disappointment.
You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. So this show open is brought to us by Kelly Colby. I will thank her again once the show starts. Ashley, if I forget, tell me to remember.
Kelly Colby, Kelly Colby, Kelly Colby, Kelly Colby, Kelly Colby, Kelly Colby.
Okay, you're gonna have to stop doing that because I gotta start this thing. All right, I haven't read this ahead of time, so we're just gonna go with it. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go. We are reporting tonight live on location from the epicenter of Snowmageddon, where yesterday morning an epic battle between two local residents may have caused what many are dubbing the storm of the century. Police have reported that Princess Elsa, 21, and Old Man Winter, 4.6 billion years of age, were engaged in a domestic dispute that may have led to historic amounts of snowfall in the local area. Neighbors report witnessing Old Man Winter storming out of his house in a fit of rage after seeing Elsa's pet chinchilla peeing on his yard. Apparently, Princess Elsa tried politely to enchant him with a song saying, "Let it go," over and over to no avail. Witnesses went on to say that Old Man Winter then cast a polar vortex spell, while Princess Elsa retaliated with a bomb cyclone of her own, leaving us with this mess that we will try to clean up here on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, episode 411 for Thursday, January 10th, 2018. Snow cream. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the show that brings you the latest and greatest and odd and crazy news from all over the planet. We are so excited to have you here tonight to unwrap the amazing cornucopia that is the news and pour it out all over your Thanksgiving table, where the pilgrims and the Indians will eat it together before someone kills someone else, and then the whole thing just falls apart. We're told it started out really well, but you guys are amazing. Welcome to the show. I'm Steven, joined as always by the amazing, the incredible, the one-eyed, cat-eared, flying purple people eater, Ashley herself. Hello, Ashley.
It's the 18th.
What's 18th?
Today.
So multiple people have said things that I've said wrong within the first 3 seconds of this show, which is not unusual. But Kelly Colby says she didn't write the thing, even though I thought she wrote it.
Jacob
you told
wrote
me the 18th.
it based on something that Kelly said, I believe, and then I think you said the 10th.
I said the 10th? No, I said the 18th. The 18th. The 18th. You know, like that. Like, oh, yeah, yes, we're going to have a party on the 10th of this weekend.
The 10th?
The 10th.
The third 10th.
So what's your thing? You didn't, it's not that I'm wrong, because let's be serious, I'm never wrong. You know, like, I have the best words.
I have the best words.
Okay, so Kelly Colby suggested the subject matter and McFly wrote it. So McFly gets the credit for writing it, but like any good author, well, I don't know what I was going to go with there. But Kelly Colby wins.
I think we started out confused because I think we were both told we were going to do it together, but I don't know how we would have done it together.
I wasn't told to do it with you.
Oh, okay.
Do we ever do that together? We do sometimes, but there's usually delineations.
Yeah, that's what because Jacob's like, okay, so you guys have done. There's this fun like.
Were we supposed to read it together at the same time? Because I feel like that would have been complex.
I'm so confused.
Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. We're starting off really lost.
I had the flu, and I still don't have my brain back.
And I just
Steven
never
has
had
a
one.
Child.
No, I never had a brain. I am the scarecrow.
You're not the scarecrow. You would have totally been Dorothy. Let's be real.
But would I look as good in that dress as Judy Garland? I don't think so.
So I just pictured you in that dress with a I dropped my flask with a wig of pigtails, and Steven!
I'm the sexiest man alive, and you know it.
I had a dream about it was a gay Broadway play, and I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, this is brilliant.
Was I in it?
Brilliant. There were semen jokes, but when there was explosions of semen, it was like all this pillow-sized confetti of stars and stuff, and like hoses squirting the audience with water.
When you say explosions of semen, I just think that sailors are flying all over the stage. Is that what you mean? Because that's what pops into my head, especially when you reference it as you have.
Confetti, just confetti, and I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, I'm brilliant. My LGBT Broadway thing should be a thing.
You should write that down.
I slept a lot over the last week.
Yeah, you were dead for a while. Jacob actually did the show last week, did fantastic, by the way.
You're probably like, I need him back because one of them can think.
No. I love Jacob. I'm always up for having him on the show anytime. However, this is your show. So, I mean, what will we do without you? People are here for Ashley.
I wish that we had the technology now that I could project my dreams into like a little box, kind of like Harry Potter, but science. Like
the what do they call that? The parsnip, the patronum, the patrorum, the penetration, the pensive, pensive,
yes.
The
oh
pensive.
My god, how did we go through all of that?
I got
it. Penetration. Okay, so if there's ever dream storage technology, I need it to be called the penetration.
The penetration. We're gonna let me just hook you up. We're gonna do something here. It's called the penetration. And you're like, what? No, do I have to sign a form? And they're like, well, yeah. We're gonna penetrate your psyche. And we're going to just take them dreams right out of there and use them to fuel all of our ideas. Okay? And
then the box would be called the Penetrator. And then you would be like the Penetrator 1000.
The Penetrator sounds like the finishing move of a wrestler. Watch out, everyone. He's off the ropes. He's going, and it's the Penetrator. And he's down. 3, 2, 1.
Penetration is in the Harry Potter fanfic. Yeah, I think that's how 50 Shades of Grey got written.
That's the creepy Hermione Snape romance.
Mortal, finish him.
There's something really gross about that. It's the Mortal Kombat finishing move. That's it. Fatality.
That's when they said Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat XXX, if you know what I mean. Hey, you remember?
Seriously, like, I would love to have my dreams in a box because, like, I have the coolest dreams. Somebody asked me, they're like, have you ever done, like, copious amounts of drugs before? Because you have LSD-laced dreams. So I'm like, no, that's just
my brain.
It's just my brain.
You're like naturally on LSD all the time. So
Yeah.
with this brain dream situation that you want to do, this dream
The
box,
penetrator.
the penetrator, and the penetrator
Only the
box.
penetrator man. Only the penetrated man shall pass.
Oh, jeez.
Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Bone.
Oh gosh, this is terrible. Only the penetrated man would pass, and that's when you're who is the dude you met at Dragon Con? John Barrowman. John Barrowman walks right through.
In my dream.
Oh well, good. That makes sense considering it was a gay Broadway play.
Yeah.
So in your penetrator box, do you get to you turn it on at night before you go to sleep? Does it have a filter to know what kind of dreams you'd want to keep versus the kind, or do you just keep all dreams no matter what the context?
I feel like it would be Eric. I feel like it should be all of them, right? Because that way, because you know, like the last couple dreams you had that you wake up to, you remember those really,
Right? Yeah.
You know, those are the ones. But like, what about the ones that you had at 4 a.m. that you don't remember?
Yeah, they could be really cool. That's a good point because there's a lot of good ideas in those wacky dreams.
Yeah.
The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson was the result of a dream.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's fascinating.
He dreamed that crap. He was like sick as a dog pretty much his whole life. So it's probably some weird fever dream. But he made it happen. So you had a dream about a gay Broadway play. Do you know what my dream was about last night?
What was your dream about?
So I had two. It was a continuous stream of a dream, but the first one involved me punching a former boyfriend of yours down the stairs.
Oh wait, like a legit former boyfriend,
yeah,
or just
no,
like
a legit,
placeholder?
No, a
Okay.
legit former boyfriend that was around for a little while. I punched him, but he was being a dork, and he fell down the stairs, and I was like, "Get out of my effing house!"
Yes.
And then he got all mad at me. I was like, I really don't care at all. Like I must have been really angry about something in my subconscious because I really took it. Like, I don't swear, but in my dream, I was like, I'm so done with you. I will kill you. He went down then he tries to get in his car and he ends up trying to run over an old lady or something. Anyway, I checked on the old lady, and then Landon comes over. He's like, "What was that all about?" I was like, "I just had to get rid of that guy. I hate him so much." And then
you dreamed about Landon?
No. Well, I dreamed about Landon too, but he wasn't the former boyfriend I punched.
Well, no, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. Thanks, McFly, for adding that. But I really thought that was in my dream. Anyway, so your friend Kristen, she's doing stand-up at a Chinese restaurant downtown.
What?
Yeah, she's doing stand-up comedy at a restaurant because she says it's helping her become more confident and stuff. So I don't know why.
Oh my god, that actually sounds like that could happen. Yeah. All of this sounds like it could happen.
It all sounds feasible. So I was like, I wonder if I could do stand-up comedy. So she says, "Well, let me hook you up with the lady at the thing, and you can come down on an open mic night and do stand-up comedy." I was like, "Cool. Let me think of some jokes." So I had to come up with 2 minutes of jokes, and they were all Stardew Valley gamer jokes. So for some reason, my brain thought that like farming in Stardew Valley was hilarious. And that everybody was gonna laugh at me, and everyone around me was like, "This is brilliant. You can be a gamer comedian, and it'll be amazing, and you're gonna kill him." And I was like,
"Oh
okay.
my gosh, can you please start a YouTube channel called Stardew Valley Comedy?"
Sure, why not? And then just make really bad jokes about parsnips.
I love the quote that was just added.
Only the penetrated man shall pass.
Yes!
This is why we have Dorkbot 9000 for the quotes.
So I dreamed about Landon too. He was he was in the gay Broadway show.
That makes sense. The man bun he carries on his head will definitely puts him there.
When I dream about Landon, he's still got the short hair.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, well, because that was like when I knew him.
That's your Landon.
The short hair. Yeah.
Yeah, my Landon now is an ever evolving head of hair.
Bun.
Yeah.
The shape has risen.
He stopped doing the long hair for a while, and he looked like a nice upstanding gentleman, and then he grew it out and decided to man bun it, and I don't know what to do with him anymore.
Like, he was telling me his hair care. So At one point when I was 13, I got up 2 hours before school so I could get ready because I had to straighten my hair and put on my makeup and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because I gave a crap about myself at that point. Now I go into the bathroom with scissors, cut off all of my hair and go, man, that looks like shit. It'll grow.
Then you just pull it back in a ponytail or whatever and it all...
It doesn't fit in a ponytail anymore, unfortunately.
Your hair looks fine. I've always thought you cut your hair fine.
It's fine now. Like
Yeah.
it's been 3 months since I did the thing. But then I I washed it with conditioner today. I pulled a Sam and I'm like, good enough. And then I let it air dry. And then I'm like looking in the mirror going, I'll have cat ears on, so good enough.
You're like, yeah, you've got it. You got it for sure.
And then he's like, well, I get in the shower and I use my special conditioner and shampoo that I've ordered from the Tibetan monks in Vietnam. I don't know how they're Tibetan, but they are. And then I give myself a scalp massage after oiling with jojoba for 10 minutes. And then I washed it all out with a filter on my shower because the chlorine just wrecks my hair. And then I get out and then I get my Paul Mitchell salon cabinet and I pull out some gel and I put that into the roots to give me some volume, and then I spray some salt scrub in my hair to tame the flyaways, and then I blow dry it, and then I put it in a freaking bun on top of my damn head. I'm like, why do you do all just get out of the shower and put it up? Why would you go through all of that to put it up?
Don't know. I don't. I was trying to figure out how you knew all those different words and things you could say about hair. It's like, is she
None of it
stop?
was right.
Can
You don't use salt. You don't use salt spray to tame flyaways. That gives you flyaways.
I don't even know what a flyaway is. So you're
That's
winning.
what your hair looks like.
like you touched a static ball.
Yeah.
Do you know what I learned the other day?
What?
I keep asking you questions. I should just tell you what I learned. What I learned.
I like this. What did you learn, Stephen?
I learned that my body wash in the shower ran out. I have this little pump, and I pump the body wash onto the thing, and I clean myself.
Your sodium lauryl sulfate.
Do, and I'm like, okay, I'm clean. Well, mine ran out, so I said, Stephanie, which one of these is yours? Because I just need some stuff. And usually it's smelly, but usually not that strong. She's like, it's that stuff. And I was like, okay. I just put it all over the thing because you pour it out on there. And she goes, whoa, how much did you use? I was like, I don't know what I normally use in my stuff. And she said, you're only supposed to use a couple drops. She said, smell it. It was the most powerful perfume or peppermint smelling thing that I've ever, I went to just start bathing with it, and after I was getting started, she was like, be careful around your gonads.
Oh, was it the
It's the peppermint stuff. I thought my nuts were going to be on fire. It was this horrible, fiery.
It feels amazing. I love that shit.
It was this fiery, chilly, terrifying thing. I was like, is it going to fall off? What are we going to do? This is the most. It was just a candy cane just rolling all over, how the candy cane feels in your mouth everywhere. There's peppermint everywhere. It was just, oh my gosh, my whole body was like, what is going on?
So I love that stuff. It's Castile soap, and I used to just dump that all over me, on my hair and everything. But it's really, really, really basic, too basic for your skin because your skin's naturally acidic, and so is your hair.
I did not know this.
And so it will, you maybe use it for a week, and then you start, your skin just flakes off, and your hair just goes.
So I'm glad you told me this now. I'm 2 days into using this peppermint junk.
Yes.
Because I haven't been to the store because I don't know. There's 8 inches of snow outside.
Yes. I mean, just stick a bar of soap up your butt. I don't wash my entire body. I scrub myself, but I'm just my armpits and my hoo-ha are the only bits that actually need washed.
Well, your butt needs good and washed.
Yeah, that's in the
Oh, that's in the hoo-ha area?
That's my bits. My armpits and my bits need washed. And I'm like, why am I going to wash my knee? What did my knee do today?
You know what? I can't say you're wrong. It's just I feel the need to go ahead and take care of all the parts. I don't
Well,
necessarily have a hoo-ha to take care of, but there's other business that needs to be attended to.
You got peppermint schnapp. Apparently you got a candy cane.
And a candy cane up my butt. Ridiculous.
Hey, my anus is tingling.
Everything was, I was like, what is going on? So needless to say, I'm going to be chilling out on the peppermint stuff, you know. One thing that's nice about not having hair is I can just go with the same stuff I'm using to wash everything else because I don't have hair. It's awesome.
That's what Jacob does. Like, just head to toe uses the stupid Irish Spring crap. On the occasion that I would happen to be in the bathroom while Jacob is taking a shower.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, hey, can I wash your back? And the rest of you, since I'm in here with you. Good Lord.
We don't have a shower big enough for that. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm sure you... So, Stephanie and Steven, like, Stephanie is my sister by blood, and Steven is my brother by...
But that's gross if you think about it too hard, so we're
not blood, but...
We're not blood.
They're not related, but I mean, Steven's basically my big brother, let's be real. So, and I've always had this vision of them being completely, like, pure and chaste and sex is naughty.
This is for children, or for making children, not for children, for making children.
So, we were at the house in West Virginia.
I'm really afraid of where this story is going.
Our bathrooms like abut each other, so the walls connected. I mean, Stephanie and I, growing up, we would like knock and talk through the walls because you can hear like through the walls if you raise your voice. And I could hear Steven's like deep baritone, and I could hear Stephanie, and then I heard the shower running, and then I could hear both of them, and I was like, "Are those motherfuckers taking a shower together?"
When was this? Because we weren't.
It was several Christmases ago, or when we were all at the house or something. And I'm just like, I asked Stephanie, I remember, crap. And I asked Stephanie, I'm like, did you and Steven take a shower together? She's like, yeah, it's efficient.
It saves water.
It saves water. And, you know, we both needed to take a shower. And I remember thinking, like, oh my God, I don't even shower with people. That's like...
But
dirty.
Your story just now proves you're full of lies.
Well, I mean, I do now. I found someone worth showering with.
This is what marriage really is. It's I found somebody worth showering with. I'm going to keep them. All showers should really have 2 shower heads. It should be a room with 2 shower heads.
2 up top and 1 like around the navel region.
You should just be wasting just gallons upon gallons of water per minute because your shower's got so much water all over you, everybody.
It should be like a tropical experience.
It should be like standing under Niagara Falls. That's what it should feel like. You're just drowning.
But then I blast myself with cold water before I get out of the shower.
No,
I've found that to be the best thing in the world. Like I remember reading about it and how good it is for you and how it like seals the shaft of your hair and closes your pores back, yada yada yada. I'm like,
it's really good for you.
Like bitches be crazy, like
nah.
And I did it once, and I'm just like, oh my God, I feel like a unicorn.
Not only that, it makes you want to get out of the shower. And when you get out, you don't itch so bad.
Yeah, there's no itching. Your hair looks all shiny and smooth without the, like, Hindu breath spray that Landon puts in his hair.
I live in my shower when I'm in there. I daydream about everything.
I waste so much water.
I just stand there staring at the glass in front of me. It's like, what am I doing today? I don't know. Man, I really do need to get to that blueberry on the Stardew Valley. Whose birthday is it tomorrow? Turnip. Yeah. Oh, I could write this in the story I'm supposed to be writing. Oh man, I could write
the story, Steven.
I could write this blog post. I've been writing in my blog like every day. Shut up. You're like a pro writer and you live at home all day. So
yeah, I worked on it an hour yesterday.
I hate you so much. It's gonna get done. Okay, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. I've been writing though.
Well, you have like a week and a half, so.
Okay, I've written in this little notebook every day except for 2 days since I got it.
Okay, that's awesome.
I have written words in here, and I have also done blog posts all the time.
You have. I am very proud of you, but I also want you to do what I want you to do and not what you feel like you're accomplishing, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm accomplishing lots of stuff, okay? Just nothing that you think I should.
Write your shit!
He's right. And W.C. Mitchell did inspire at least one blog post related to a really cool notebook he got me, the Rocket Book. I'm not going to spoil it, but you can go to bitsandbinary.com and read all about it. I get zero ad revenue. Zero, because I don't have ads.
Oh my god, don't you have to have
means
ads?
I don't get ad revenue. But sure is fun. Let's do a factoid, shall we?
Oh yeah.
The smell of chocolate increases theta brain waves, which triggers relaxation. That's awesome. You're already up to 8 swears in your swear jar.
I'm looking at that. I'm like, I have not.
This is meant to tell you.
Assholes.
Oh, we also meant the Dark Souls one. There's a Dark Souls blog post too that you should read because it was fantastic.
Oh, I started reading that because you're like, I don't know that I've wanted to play because the dying continuously seems like not a fun time.
But he made me want to play it, or at least made Stephanie want to play it. So
I would like to see Stephanie play. Because I rage quit that a-hole. I'm just like,
You played Dark Souls?
Yeah, I played it on the Xbox 360, and then I'm like, this is trash.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes then.
Yeah.
But let's
then there's always that one person that's like, Dark Souls is so easy. Like everything you think is hard is easy, and you suck. I don't understand. Like there's always I always have those people in my life, and I'm just like, I will hit you. Like I will. Like I will take my elbow and I will put it in your spine at an uncomfortable velocity.
It's so Rob, our friendly game developer that we know, and
I can see him being that guy too.
Rob is a Dark Souls guy. It's his game. Like he is all about it. And one of the things he told me that he appreciated most about it was if you died, it was your fault, and you know why it was your fault.
Yeah.
And you can make the changes next time to not die. Which I thought was cool, because there's games like he hates games like Uncharted where the animation is the primary thing, and if you're going to jump, the animation has to fit. Where Dark Souls is like, I don't care if you're halfway through a barrel roll, if you want to jump out of it, do it. And the animations are like, but you go because you told it to go. But like there's other games that are real animation heavy. That's like if your foot doesn't hit the platform when it hits it, and you try to jump, you're going to be delayed, and stuff like that happens. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where it has to finish what it's doing before your move that you've just sent, the instruction you just sent it to do it. Where Dark Souls is like, I don't care what you're doing. If you say go up, we're going up.
See, now I want to play it.
Yeah. All right. Dragon Age 1 was great. Everything after that was a giant pooper. Now I'm talking about video games, everybody in the chat. Hey, audio listeners, you should try and be here. Let's do some world news.
I just love the subject and VAR are arguing over trying to make me curse more.
This is, you know what? This is why I love the two-way thing that we have here. You remember when we just did this in a room by ourselves and there was no one to talk to?
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. DS is coming out on Switch soon, so it could be your chance.
Oh, Dark Souls, yeah. Dark Souls Remastered will be on the Switch. The Switch, making 2011 video games cool again.
Right? Like, I'm shocked at this stuff. Like, I'm just like, I never, ever pictured Doom on a Nintendo platform.
It was on the 64, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think there was a Doom on the 64. Doom 64,
Why did I
right?
not have this? I guess because I play it on the computer.
Yeah, you play on the computer.
Doom.
Yeah, I just typed Doom with 3 O's. It really threw off everything. Yeah, it was on the 64. Doom 64. It kind of looked like original Doom, just with a little. God. It was a little bit more high def. You can't call it high def because it wasn't, but
yeah, high def. That's the Wolfenstein video games have the old Wolfenstein games in them. And,
yeah.
Playing that, I'm just like, yes, childhood, yes, everything. Oh my god, I remember that packaging. Oh,
do you remember it? Midway put that one out. Man.
I have Midway shirts. Midway doesn't exist anymore.
Nope, they're not a thing.
EA for buying them out.
Yep, way to go. Let's do some world news.
Perfect Dark. Look up Perfect Dark.
World news. WC Mitch talking about Nintendo's Labo project. That looks like a cool. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to have one of those things.
A Labo?
So yeah, so they're releasing these little do-it-yourself cardboard kits that you put your Switch and your Joy-Cons into in different orientations, and then interact with the console in a new way. So like one of the things is a backpack that kind of makes it into a robot suit, which can then do things in game. There's like a little piano deal. There's a whole bunch of neat looking things.
What?
But it's cracking me up that Nintendo came out and they're like, this thing is for kids. We're making it for kids and those who are kids at heart. And then everyone over the age of 20 is going, Nintendo, I don't understand why I'd want something like this. And Nintendo's like, it's for kids. But yes, tell me how I would want it. And Nintendo's just sitting there like, shrug emoji.
If you can vote,
I don't know.
Might not be for you.
It's like, maybe we're not marketing to you. Yes, but I need you to be. So how do I make it fit? Thank you.
Kelly
Colby.
Thank you for the cheers.
Thank you for the cheers. You are the bestest. We love you and all your
She's like
bitses.
rolling around in Girl Scout cookies right now.
Oh,
order your Girl Scout cookies from Kelly Colby.
Find some way to do it, or at the very least, support Girl Scouts because they're awesome. Girl Scouts are great, right?
Kelly's got like a house full of them. So
we did the world news intro, didn't we? Yes.
Yeah.
I keep trying to get the news going, and then we keep talking.
I know. I'm just like, no, I was sick for a week, and I want to talk.
You're like, I have words to say. IKEA offers a discount if you pee on a magazine.
Wait.
IKEA is offering free pregnancy tests in a bid to lure clients, with women who test positive offered a discount on a new crib. The test is embedded in an advert published in Swedish women's magazine Amelia. Developed in association with Swedish ad agency Akastem, Holst, and Mersine Labs, the ad uses the same kind of technology used in standard pregnancy test kits available in pharmacies. The initiative by the maker of Billy bookshelves and lack tables might not have raised eyebrows if it weren't for the crude instructions provided. The top of the magazine's page says, "Peeing on this ad may change your life."
Oh my God.
You know what? I've read that ad before, and it did change my life, all right, but they sure didn't like what I was doing in the store. I don't know what that is.
That took me a second.
This because it was terrible. Women whose urine samples test positive are encouraged to apply for an IKEA family membership card, which offers special deals on select items. It is not the first time that IKEA marketing campaigns have courted controversy. The world's biggest furniture retailer in 2016 ran a series of ads called Where Life Happens, in which it touched on topics such as divorce and single-parent households. It was forced to apologize for removing some women from its catalog in Saudi Arabia, and a year later received criticism from the Thai Transgender Alliance for a commercial they claimed was disrespectful towards transsexuals.
That was incredibly, non-specific piece of, no.
I just don't it's gotta be hard to be a global company, in today's you literally can't do, imagine.
That's why you have people, on the ground in the countries. That's why you have offices there, so you can talk to people and have liaisons, and so someone can go, yeah, in our culture, that's shitty, so no.
It's just so tough. There's things that I know that people get up in arms about, that when they sat down to do the thing, they did not even understand that it could be perceived with hateful intent. So, consider, who was it that did the little monkey picture? Is it Urban Outfitters or somebody? You guys know what I'm talking about. They posted a picture of a young African-American child in a sweatshirt that said little monkey as a model for one of their shirts. And people lit them up, And I was, H&M, thank you, Subject Chan. H&M did this. And I sat there and I'm like, yes, that's a very bad connotation. Do I think that they set out to, it was just tone deaf more than anything.
You have to wonder how many eyes stuff like that goes through, because if I would have seen that, I'd be like, let's not. Because there were comics that used to depict black people and people of color as, they drew them to look like apes. Like that was the thing.
It's
I mean,
incredible insulting. There's plenty of derogatory
so now,
names.
but still, like it's like there's still people alive that remember that, and it's just kind of
Subject to change says coolest monkey in the jungle is what the sweatshirt said. So yes, very very tone deaf. But I don't believe it had malicious intent. If it were
coolest
me
monkey
sitting
in the
there,
jungle. See, that's even okay. That's like if it would have said little monkey, I think that's worse than coolest monkey in the jungle.
just imagine being the photographer, right? You're the photographer. Your goal is to get a good picture of a cute kid in a shirt.
Yeah.
And as we try to be less focused on the person, the color of a person, and just accept the person as the person, they're like, I don't know, I'm getting this cute kid in this thing, so he's all fine. He didn't even think about it because he's got a job to do. Really, the person that should have caught it is like the person that's actually like sitting down to make sure everything is sound. Considering like Sony's campaign where they released the white PSP, and it was like a white woman like holding a black woman by the face, and it was like white is coming or something. Like it was really bad. Like that was really bad. That should have been caught by literally everyone, from the person pushing the mop at Sony all the way up to the president. The fact that that even got anywhere close to being released is amazing. But it was a disgusting ad. So I think this thing with the monkey in the jungle thing is probably a lot lower in the chance of being hate speech than the thing with the woman like abusing someone else. You know what I mean?
Dub's gotten in lots of trouble because they try to incorporate lots of diversity into their ads, but occasionally they've done it in such a manner, like because they're marketing soap, right? So there's this we're trying to get you clean, and on several occasions they've depicted a black woman washing herself, and then the next shot it's a white woman, and I'm like,
yeah, you're like, oops, you made a mistake. You know, and they're like, oh crap, we did.
Like that's, you know, you see that on your YouTube ad, you look at it, you're like, that seems questionable.
You just shake your head. You're like, who greenlit this? This is bad.
Seems questionable.
This is bad. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like that it's something. You're gonna make mistakes in your life with things you're gonna say and things you're gonna do. It's just really disappointing when multi-million-dollar companies that basically subsist off ads to let people know they have a new product don't catch this stuff. Like, you should catch this stuff.
There's like occasionally I'm sitting here wondering, I'm like, are you like when an actress comes out with a new sex tape, or when somebody does something, I'm like, are you trying to like, is this a ploy to become relevant again? Like, was this a mistake?
Right, yeah. It's like Kim Kardashian's built a career on a sex tape. That's the only reason she's famous at all.
Like, have you seen Kim because we don't have cable, you guys don't have cable. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Her and her Joker family shows up in Snapchat. That's why I stopped using it. Because if like you scroll right enough times, you get to their BS
one of the
news feed.
Yeah,
their news feed garbage that is not in any way relevant to me at all, and I can't block any of it.
Opt out of it.
Yeah, I can't opt out of it. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I don't want any of this stupid stuff. Like, there's nothing on this page. Like, hold on, let's do an experiment, shall we? Let's do an experiment. Oh, thank you, Subject to Leprechaun, for the follow earlier. Totally didn't see that pop up in my feed. I don't know why.
Leprechaun. I don't think that was his name, was it?
No, isn't it? Sequel to Leprechaun.
Sequel. There we go.
I can't read.
Those were
sequel
the
to
worst
Leprechaun.
movies
Sequel to
ever.
Leprechaun is following. I don't know why it didn't show up as an event. That's bothersome.
Yeah,
okay.
that's sad.
Let's do this. Snapchat. Welcome, audio listeners, to the coolest audio show ever. My stories. Sure enough, Kylie's baby delivery. What? Why do I care about a Kylie Jenner? I don't. Then there's this one. He sees his love doll as his girlfriend. Oh, okay. I would care about that.
Read that.
Then there's, well, it looks like they've actually gotten, okay, I want to be really rough on them because of their past experiences, but it looks like they've actually got a little bit more stuff that's not crap. There is Kim Kardashian on here.
So that's what, like, I haven't seen like a legitimate picture of Kim Kardashian that I've looked at I can't remember. Like, I've seen pop-ups of what's the one with the makeup? Kylie.
Yeah.
She's got all of her makeup stuff. So I was flipping through my emails and I don't know why, but Allure emails me like once a week with just stupid stories. And every once in a while I'll scroll through them because they're occasionally interesting. And one of them said something about she's like on Twitter, not Twitter, she's on Instagram with some like shake, like protein, like $300 protein shake that's like pea protein or something.
Like
yeah,
urine?
Tress, those people don't exist, they're all CG. But I was just
Basically.
like, I don't remember what this chick looks like. And I was so happy because I was looking, I looked at the picture of her that they had with like in her bikini with her belly 3000 shake, whatever it was. And I'm like, oh my God, is that what you look like now? And I'm like, I have made wise decisions.
You don't even know anymore. Life is so
I
much
didn't know what
better.
you look like.
Gosh, you feel so good when you're just out of the mainstream for a while. Like you just feel awesome. Like you just don't care. It's like I didn't care before, but like now I don't even have to look at it. Like it doesn't get fed to me unless I look for it.
It's that is nice. Like but guys, if you can, I know that. So this sucks. Jacob and I were talking about this. If you're a business right now and you're marketing, like whether you're in you're like Kelly, like she has a business. Her business is her because she's a writer. So has to be in marketing. You have to have a Facebook account.
Oh
like,
yeah, you got to be in it.
It sucks because like 10, 12, 13-year-olds, when they're 18, 19, 20, Facebook will be obsolete because they don't use it. So but right now they don't have money.
Yeah.
But the people that have money have Facebook. I'm like, that's so obnoxious.
Why do you think that they ended up buying Instagram? Facebook knew they didn't have a kids audience anymore. They knew that anybody under the age of 25 was starting to care less about Facebook, but a lot more about posting pictures, which I still don't get. Like, I don't get using Instagram as your main social outlet.
I
like,
love it.
For sharing. It's all such bullcrap. We talked about this before. It's all such bullcrap. None of it matters. Like, none of it matters. I'm becoming that old curmudgeon that's just like, this stuff is, you can't grab a hold of it. Tell me one of your Instagram friends will show up at your house if you break your leg and bring you food. Like,
well,
how many?
That their mothers drive them because most of them are children.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's so much crap. It's so much crap. Twitter's a dumpster fire. I say that. However, let me just shout out to Two Player Productions today for being awesome. So, Smash, I'm watching Double Fine Adventure. You know, I know, we've all talked about it. It's the best documentary ever made by anyone ever. So this company made Two Player Productions made it. I was watching disc 3 and I wanted to watch it with the commentary turned on. So I'm watching along and all of a sudden the disc just poops out. Just doesn't work. Like I can still watch the first couple episodes on it, but after that they die. No good. I don't know. So I try to copy it. I try to copy the data off and it fails to read it after a certain point. I tried to do some other stuff. It's like dirty reads. You can't read errors, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the crap? Because every other disc works. I tweet Two Player Productions. I'm like, hey man, disc 3 doesn't work and I don't know what to do. Any idea where I could go about this? Totally just like after a little conversation, they thought I was a backer. So they were like, oh, you can still get it on Steam and you can get it on this thing and just go watch it from there. And it's got the commentary tracks. It's like, well, I bought it on DVD from Fangamer, so I don't have those other deals. Or I bought it on Blu-ray. They was like, oh, I thought you were this. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot me an email and we'll figure out what to do. Like, and by the way, the email's the dude who produced the documentary. So I was like, oh, you're like the guy.
The guy.
You're like the guy. You were just like, I'm going to help you out. And I'm like, because I watch this like at least annually, right?
I was going to say subject, you watched it too much and the disc got tired. I'm
well,
like,
no, I've never watched the third disc. I've watched the first 2, but usually I'm watching it on YouTube or listening to it while I do stuff at work. It's a creative thing. It gets my brain wanting to build stuff because I watch other people build stuff. Anyway, I had a positive experience on Twitter. That's what this is for. Despite me trying to leave it, I knew it was the only place I could get in touch with these people.
That's a really particular, like those are, you like those niche. Guys, right?
I like all the people
like for a reason.
That are in this picture. They're all amazing human beings. At least as far as I can tell from the time that I spend with them in this documentary.
Yes. I love that somebody's in the chat sequel to Leprechaun, and all I can think of is the movie Leprechaun, and I'm just like, Is it because you like the second movie?
It's Jennifer Aniston's first starring role, Leprechaun.
Gosh, those were just so...
Also starring our favorite Ewok.
Wicket?
Yeah, Wicket. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? I follow him on Twitter.
Wicket.
Help me out. Somebody out there while we do this.
The guy...
Warwick Davis. Davis. Thank you, W.C. Mitchell, for reminding. I'm like, I know it's a cool name.
Kelly's warming her boobs.
Oh, good. Good. Sometimes I just like to put my hands in my bra as well, just to keep everything nice and
It's like a
cozy.
hand warmer. She like shook it up and she's like, it lifts, separates, and warms.
Could you put hand warmers like in? What if you had a bra made up of like you plug it into the wall and it warms your boobs?
I dressed.
I feel like that would be comfortable for nursing mothers.
Like, it just depends. Like, I have to say, I love that bras are taking such a backseat right now because, guys, okay, imagine wearing a jock strap
Kelly.
all day
Okay.
in public.
Yeah, jock strap.
You're laughing in the chat, are you?
I'm laughing so hard at what Kelly just said.
Oh, because Saf has been traveling so much. she probably drew a like little picture of him on the hand warmer and just shoved it down there. Wait, that's what you need to do. Like, you need to trace your hand onto a hand warmer, and then she can have part of you with her.
They got them internet connected warmers. You know what I mean?
Oh, they vibrate.
Yeah. You just log on.
Oh my god. I feel like Swizzard is like, oh, I know things about that.
He could totally pretend to be an actual Swizzard because he could be like, what if he could tie his, get these special gloves like the Nintendo Power Glove, and then he could do stuff with it, and it would manipulate the
sex
and he could be like, like a real wizard, like he could cast spells.
Oh my god.
Dress, you need to do that. That's a great idea.
Wizard!
I'm a
Yes,
freaking. It's like, well, I could actually put my hands on somebody, or I could be a wizard.
I feel like he would be so torn. He's like, I could have physical sex, or I could have wizard sex.
And he'd wear his hat. Like,
please see me after the show.
It has to, like, the
all
hat.
Your sexual needs, wizard.
The hat has to be on for the app to work.
Oh my god, that hat. I'm so jealous of that hat. I wish I would have got one. By the way, Spike, the dragon, he sits up top and just like watches everything. Oh, apparently my name is being brought into question, and my answer to that is I forgot the info for my original Twitch account, which was also something to do with Leprechaun. So,
that's awesome. That is the best thing.
So you're my spirit animal because I've forgotten there's a Fate Kills, PHATE Kills on Instagram. It's me. That's got no posts and I can't log into. And no, I don't remember my login information. So I have Fate Kills.
I bet it's linked to your Facebook. So you would normally do login with Facebook and you can't. So effectively it's gone as well.
Yep. Don't care, because I have Ashley. Anyway, decades of semen squirting land off offender in state prison. What the shit, Jacob?
Like he puts it in a super soaker?
Decades of semen. What's a semen squirting?
It's what I'm thinking. He's got like 2 pistols and he's loaded them up, like in that movie we watched. I take my
nighttime emissions and I put them in these little Nerf super soakers.
Nighttime emissions.
Oh my god. Michael Kevin Morris begins his crimes by silently creeping up to random women. Oh! Okay, this got not funny.
Ooh, that's not okay. Like a water balloon?
The 59-year-old Easton doesn't speak to them or touch them. He throws his semen. I would kill a mother. There'd be some dead people. He's been doing this for decades with, I can only imagine, countless victims. Lee County Judge Robert Steinberg said, this is not okay. You can transmit diseases. Dude, you are. How did nobody kick this doofus's ass? I'm trying so hard not to curse because I see that I've reached 10.
You did. You went through the double digits.
Subject. He's like, say the other word. Morris pleaded no contest to indecent assault for 3 of his most recent offenses within the past 2 years. Steinberg sentenced him Wednesday to the maximum allowable by law, a combined 3 to 6 years in state prison.
Oh,
I don't think in all of my years of doing this, I've ever seen this type of behavior. The judge estimated Morris has been committing the crime for more than 40 years. He said the crime was so bizarre and perverted, victims and law enforcement haven't known how to act. You beat the shit out of him and then kick him in the nuts until he says, please, may I have another? Yeah, until 2006, there were no classifiable semen-throwing laws.
There shouldn't have to be. Like, somehow that should be wrapped under some other gross law, you know?
Oh, this gets worse. This gets worse. In 93, for instance, he was charged with simple assault for squirting semen from a perforated condom onto a woman inside a Warren County supermarket. He's also thrown it from small squirt bottles.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Like, this is awful.
All I can think of is that stupid movie where the dude was blind and he uses a turkey baster.
What was that?
The movie that you and Stephanie are like, oh yeah, watch this with mom and dad.
Oh yeah, because there was the gross leaky turkey baster.
Yeah, the turkey baster.
What was that? Like, Don't Breathe was what that was called. Don't Breathe was pretty rad. Then you got to that part and it got really jacked up really fast.
It took a
dark turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Watch it with your parents, everybody.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. With your boyfriend. So, like, yeah, just.
We keep telling you and Jacob to watch really gross. Hey, you should watch The Shape of Water with your parents. That would be a good one.
War Machine I watched last night.
Oh, that was great.
It was really slow.
It was slow. But, like, when it finally got into your head what you were watching, you were like, this, I don't know if this is funny anymore. Like,
yeah,
this is
not. It was depressing. It was a fantastic commentary, but it was real slow.
And it was real slow, but it was heavy when you were like, holy crap, this is what like the opioid thing, like the poppy farms.
Yeah, that was nuts.
And that's legit too. Like, that's a real problem. That's why kids in high school can get a hold of heroin for cheap.
Yep, but not cotton.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Brad Pitt is such. I really want to watch Snowflake.
His claw hand thing that he did that whole movie just blew.
And the way he ran.
Oh gosh, everything about Brad Pitt in that movie was just
such a good.
Gosh, he's such a good actor. He's so good. I mean, he used to just be a pretty actor, which is really unfortunate for him. But like now he's like, I'm a handsome actor and I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I don't think I've ever seen him suck at anything.
He doesn't suck. He's really great. He got armed with that whole sexiest man alive bullcrap that tends to derail everything. It's like when Leonardo DiCaprio was a good actor in Titanic, but he was the heartthrob for like forever. And he was
such a skinny little twerp. I just remember everybody obsessing about him. I'm like,
yeah, he hated it. He was like, I got to go hide under a rock for 10 years till all the 12-year-olds forget about me. You know?
Yeah, and it was such a...
And now he's like, he's a good actor. The guy deserves at least an Oscar nomination. Good Lord.
I'm like seeing this talking about washing fruit, and I feel like they're talking about balls.
Brad Pitt was in a Kevin Smith movie? What was he in? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It doesn't sound... That's Matt Damon was in a Kevin Smith movie.
So not in love with Matt Damon.
Affleck was in a Kevin Smith movie.
Or him.
Several Kevin Smith movies.
I feel like I don't understand what DC has been doing. Like
farting? Like everybody's just been sitting around.
It's not even a fart. It's like a full-on shart.
They're like, hey, I got a bag of money. You want to poop in it together? Yeah, let's poop in it. And then hand it to somebody.
Wonder Woman was phenomenal. I loved Wonder Woman. I thought that was awesome and great and fantastic. And
Wonder Woman was the best DC movie.
Yes.
And to be fair, that's not saying a lot. Wonder Woman did the character very well.
Zero things.
But like, let's be serious here for a second. The CG at the end with Professor Lupin was some garbage.
Yeah,
it was some garbage. So everybody who's like, Wonder Woman's the freaking most amazing, beautiful movie ever made. No, you're thinking of it in context of every other DC movie,
else.
which is
I love the character development. Loved it. It was so character driven. I loved that.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
But I just like, I don't understand. I'm like, you have taken, so like Batman and Joker is DC for the most part. Like DC has some really wonky characters out there. They're just they're comical, you know. I mean, and Batman and Joker started out pretty comical, but I'm just like why are you doing this to why are you hurting your moneymaker?
Yeah, why are you making such bad Batman movies?
Like, why? And Superman is like,
God,
their other moneymaker. I'm like, did you know that they were gonna put him in a black super suit until Joss got a hold of that shit and was like, nah?
Well, it doesn't make any sense. If you can't make underwear on the outside of the suit make sense, how the crap are you gonna make a suit that shouldn't exist make sense?
No, I just like, like, who is sitting that in the DC universe, like controlling these characters and going, you guys cannot do this. I will sue you because it sucks and it's my character.
Superman could be so good. Henry Cavill is so awesome. Like as a he's such a great actor. He's so charismatic, and they're just writing him like a big old fat lump who doesn't want to do anything, and I hate it.
Like, you can't make Superman, like, Superman is not dark. If you want to take Superman dark, do like Red Sun or something. Like, that would be an awesome standalone movie. But they're just like, oh no, we've got to have this franchise because like stop comparing yourself to the Marvel, like, stop.
Stop trying not to be Marvel, because Marvel's doing things that make people want to go to a movie, right? Like they're making people want to go to the theater. So do what Marvel's doing. Respect your source material.
Respect the source material.
Make a good movie.
And stop, like, and you can't reboot the damn thing every 5 minutes. Like, oh my God. Like, well, that sucked. Let's try again. And I'm like, I don't want to see another Batman. I haven't seen Justice League and I have zero. I have zero. I don't want to, like, zero. I would maybe like kind of want to see what they did with the Flash at this point, because they haven't ruined him yet, except on television, because that's just okay.
Yeah. You get it out of your system?
I did. I'm good.
Feeling good now? That we know that we're not big fans.
Are we on News Better Left?
No, we hadn't made it there yet. And,
okay.
Welcome back to Stephen and Ashley Drive the Show. Here we go. Oh, this story upsets me so much because it just reminds me of how stupid everything's gotten. The Tide Pods Challenge is the newest deadly trend among moron teenagers. I added the word moron. By the way, speaking of moron teenagers, I was at Bojangles tonight and watched two kids in front of me trying to order food, and I'm just sitting there in stunned awe while they do this, because they order their food, but they both look, some teenagers that look like they're just going to grow up and be mouth breathers. Like there's just no hope for them.
Yes. Like
they're standing at the thing, ordering their food, and just kind of looking at each other a whole bunch. And one of them's like halfway on his phone, like the whole time. And the dude goes, "That'll be whatever, monies." And the kid gives him a card, and he runs and he says, "Oh, it's declined." And the kid just kind of looks at him, and he goes, "Can you try it again?" And he goes, "Okay." And he runs and he's like, "Yeah, it's declined." He's like, "Oh crap." And then his friend goes, "Hey, don't you have another card?" And he's like, "Yeah, can I give you the numbers?" And the guy's like, "Well, if you give me the numbers and expiration date, I can make it work." And the kid's like, "Okay, here." And then the dude goes, No, let me let you write it down so everybody doesn't hear your credit card number and your expiration date.
Wait, when you say kid, like, how old are
like
these
16, at least old enough to drive, so 16, 17.
Okay.
Something like that. And so he writes down the credit card numbers.
Where did he get the numbers from?
He has them memorized. But the guy at Bojangles doesn't know whose card this is that he's writing the numbers from.
Like, that's not okay.
So there's that. But so he hands him the thing, and then he goes, "All right, let me run it. Yeah, that one's declined too." And the kid's like, "Oh, well, I don't have anything else to pay you with." And the guy goes, "Okay." And the kid's just standing there staring at him. And I'm like, dude, that's when you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to cancel the order. I appreciate your time," or something like that. But the kid just stares at him. I don't have any more sources of money.
Well, he's probably high as a kite, and he's trying to figure out how he can get his freaking chicken biscuit.
I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, just say you're sorry. And why they're not going to give you food. Like, what are you waiting for him to say? Like, he doesn't need to apologize. You're the one that gave him stuff to waste everybody's time in line.
But
what is going on?
I think what happened? Did they leave?
Yeah, well, they ended up walking away, and then his friend apparently had a credit card that he could use. So his friend woke up from staring at his phone and was like, oh, we can go order some food. Like, where were you 5 seconds ago when you were standing right next to him? I hate I hate them. I don't understand what they're doing.
I have a gripe with that. Like you hear adults, oh my God, kids are on their phone all the time. Dude, you walk into a doctor's office where 80% of the people are over the age of 80, they're all on their phone. Like,
oh, yeah.
All on their phone. And I'm just, because I went to the doctor with my mom and my dad. Dad had to have a couple procedures, and, mom and I went. We sat there and talked to each other. Mom had a book. We were there for a couple hours, and, like, at no point were any of us on our phone. And I'm like, you see families sitting together. I'm just like, none of you have anything in common where you have this like chunk of time where you can sit and chit chat with each other? Like,
oh gosh, we're so screwed as a society.
All, like 30-year-old women have their neck down like this so much that they're having a breakdown in their collagen of their neck. This is a thing now. It's like it's going into plastic surgery. It's literally a becoming a thing that needs surgically rectified to build their neck muscles back up so they don't have, and it's like right through their face too, so they don't have these like sagging jowls of a 60, 70, 80-year-old woman because they've been doing this shit.
Staring down.
Like they're getting dowager humps. 30-year-old women. I'm like, oh my God, look up.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm going to start walking around like this.
Like when I'm on the phone now, after reading that shit, you best betcha, if my phone is like this. Also, the light is causing a breakdown in skin elasticity. So the light from your phone's causing issues too. So I'm just like, yep, that's good. Like,
oh yeah, throw that away. Make sure you get a swear for Ashley dropping the S-bomb there. Just make sure.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it, Steven.
Yeah, you did. The Tide Pods Challenge is the latest dangerous trend gaining traction with teenagers on social media. Yes, the poison that we were discussing earlier. The challenge requires kids to ingest small laundry detergent packages and post videos of themselves doing so online. Many showing the unsurprising side effects of swallowing household cleaners like choking, gagging, and vomiting. Yes, you're a moron. Like, I don't remember this being a problem when I was a kid because we all knew that the stuff in the laundry room was mostly poison and you don't drink or eat it. Like, what are you doing? Where is this coming from? Why are you, what are you, my brain can't even function thinking about this stuff. In the video, some kids attempt, quote unquote, cooking the packs by pan frying them before consumption, sparking the creation of countless memes across the internet poking fun at the dangerous new game. And there's even a hypothetical edible Tide Pods recipe that requires a baking sheet, Sprite, and parchment paper. The pods, of course, are supposed to be used as a replacement for traditional liquid clothing detergent, but according to a news source, their purpose was skewed by a satirical story published by The Onion in 2015. The story was about a child devouring the pods after mistaking them for candy. I don't know why that's an Onion story, because that's like a legit thing. Like, kids, like Sam's age, 2, by the way, 2.
Yeah.
2 years old. Go into the cabinet and they grab like stuff out of there and it's, the Tide Pod and they eat them, but they're 2 and it looks like candy, so there.
Okay, so this is the like sad, crappy thing of social. Like when we were in high school, you wanted to be popular, right? And the way to do that was to interface with people, go to games, be on a team with people, yada yada yada, whatever. But now that's over social media. So you have your Insta, you have your Friendsta, like you're on Musical.ly.
Yeah.
But you have to be actively posting. So if that's the thing coming through, it's like, oh my God, like, did you see Wet Willie's pod challenge? You're like, no, it got 70,000 likes. And you're like, oh, so maybe if I do it.
Oh,
so it's that, so that's what's really depressing. Cause like a lot of the kids are just stupid and just doing it to do it. But there's also a lot of the, maybe if I do this, I'll get some likes on my Instagram and I'll feel worthwhile as a human being, because my mom's on effing Facebook all day and won't listen to me and won't realize that I'm having a problem. So I'll just go swallow a soap packet instead. So it's like, it's just systemic of people not giving a shit and not being aware, and it makes me want to punch people in the face.
We should
pay attention to your kids.
Maybe the EMP is the thing that we need, you know? Maybe the inevitable magnetic pulse bomb.
Because then I can't talk to the people in the chat and watch people get get the pan hammer.
I'm glad. Jeez.
I had to look up carked it. I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm like, oh, to die. Yay, I learned a word.
Value. That's what it's about, providing value to the world around you. That's really what Twitch and all the people that are part of it, you know, at least the Legion of Dorks, we're all about the positive influence, man. That's how this game works. If you can't be in the positive realm, you can find another Legion to be a part of. Just saying. Just saying. In March 2017, the comedy website College Humor shared a video entitled "Don't Eat the Laundry Pods," in which a man downs an entire bowl full and ends up carted off by EMTs on a stretcher. The actor in the spoof video repeats, "I don't regret it, I don't regret it," while foaming at the mouth. The pediatrician, it's a very bad idea. Pediatrician and WebMD Senior Medical Director Dr. Hansa Bergava told the Daily News. I like that. The WebMD, basically, it's a bad idea. You'll get cancer and die tomorrow.
It's like WebMD, everything kills
WebMD, you're gonna, you have a stomach. Remember we did that thing where you had a stomach pain? It was like possibly cancer.
Yeah, I know, everything was cancer.
Yeah, pods are full of highly concentrated detergent. Taking bites can burn the mouth and esophagus, which is right next to the trachea and the lungs, so it can affect breathing and lead to death. Parents should also be aware of things like this, Dr. Bergava said. It's really important for parents to watch for signs, talk to their kids, make time for communication. In this era of constant screens and media and devices, it's important to start the conversation early in age about peer pressure. Kids will be asked to do stupid things, but should know that they can come talk to their parents, not just follow their friends. That's
also,
one thing.
It'll give you the shits because it kills all the flora in your belly.
Oh yeah, like
So there's that too.
Let's it's really a parent's job, you know. It's really, we really need to sit with kids and make sure, like, I could talk to my mom anytime. My mom was always there. My dad was always there. Like, if I needed something, I knew they loved me and we were good.
Right,
you know? But there's like this whole disconnected parent thing. Like, just be there for your kids. That's your number one job.
I take them to soccer. I don't understand what else they need. They got knee pads.
You brought them into the world. You were the one thing that can shape them into a decent human. That is your most important job.
It's literally your fault they're here, so take care of them.
I had a friend one time tell me that children are mirror images of their parents. So whoever you are, that's who they will be. And if you are someone staring at a screen, you may have had a lifetime of experience to also allow you to figure out how to navigate the rest of the world. They see you staring at a screen. Yep. And it's how they're going to exist. So Jim Henson once famously said, I don't know if it's famous, but he once said it, that kids don't remember what you say. They remember what you are.
Aww.
They don't care what you tell them.
That's very true.
They just do what you do. So
the little chap that follows me.
Oh, stop it. Gosh, sorry, made me cry. Stephanie and Sam got me this wonderful picture with one of my favorite poems ever, The Little Chap Who Follows Me. I pretty much opened that, and that Niagara Falls we were talking about, yeah, that came out of my face.
That's such a good
that was a disaster.
Sam came up to Steve and was like, Daddy, are you okay?
He was like, Daddy, you okay? I was like, no. I mean, yes, I'm fine. I'm just really happy. Except it sounded a lot more blubbery.
I was over at it was just me and Stephanie and Sam, and we were eating, and I was laughing so hard I started crying. And Sam looks up at me, he's like, Ashley, you not cry? I'm like, well, I'm crying. He's like, you're not sad. And I'm like, no, I'm not sad. Why are you crying? Shit, little 2-year-old genius.
He's got me.
I'm like, sometimes you cry because you laughed and you're happy. I said, there's lots of reasons to cry, and it doesn't just mean that you're sad. I said, so I'm happy, but I'm crying. And he's like, you're not sad? So confused.
He's such a good kid, man. He's incredibly empathetic. Like he will just, he's like me and Steph. Like if we're in a room with people that are getting yelled at, we're getting yelled at too. we've done something horribly wrong. Even though we're not any way implicated in whatever's going on, we're like, we've done something wrong. We are feeling all of the anxiety of everyone in the room. Like, Sam is that same way. If he sees another kid, like, hurt himself, Sam starts getting upset. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, Sam, that's called empathy. You're feeling for your friend right now.
it's
this
good.
is going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
You're screwed as a human being, but it's good that you have it.
It's really important for you to feel these things, but you like me, you will be a disaster of an emotion for most of your life. Because you're going to be around people that are stupid, and you're going to be like, yeah.
Every time he gets upset when somebody else is upset, I'm like, oh God, I'm just going to start praying now for your friends.
It's so bad. When I was in kindergarten, all the kids in my class got in trouble because they talked when they weren't supposed to, except for me. And I was the only kid allowed to go outside for recess. This has happened twice in my life. Twice in my life, I was the only kid allowed to go to recess. It was so horrible, though. I wanted to just be in trouble with the rest of my friends because they were all my friends in that class. They're like, Steven, you can go to recess because you weren't doing anything wrong. You sat down and were quiet when we asked you to be. I'm like, that's great. No one out there. I don't know anybody in the playground.
I'll just go sit on my ass and be rewarded by myself.
Like, thanks. I would have just as fine just laying here with everybody else with my head down for 30 minutes. Like, now I'm out here crying and telling teachers I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, that's so depressing.
Isn't that jacked up? Yeah, they think they're doing you a favor, but when you're like me, you're like, no, I don't want to be singled out. I don't want to be the only one doing anything.
Like, I don't understand why adults single children out. Like, oh, you did such a good job. Everybody else sucks the biggest of fatties, but you're the golden child. And you go back and sit down, you're like, well, shit, no one's going to talk to me because they're going to think that I think I'm better than them. Way to go.
Yeah, awesome. Stupid. WTF section. WTF.
Dress said, I think at that point recess is just inside.
Pornhub usage.
Me.
Oh, this is your story. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's your microphone. You can have it.
Me.
Good.
Mine.
Well, tell go. Start. Tell your story.
Porn. This is all me all the time. Pornhub usage spiked in Hawaii after false ballistic missile alert. Did you see that shit?
Oh yeah, it doesn't count if you just backtrack it. You still swore. Where the person had to click a drop-down box to decide if they were going to send a test or a real thing. That's called poor UI design. Well done.
That's hilarious. I was scrolling on it was Instagram and I saw that and it was an alert on somebody's phone. I'm like, oh my, like, and I looked and it was like from an hour before and I'm like, is Hawaii's? Because I had the flu and I had like been completely and we don't have cable and I'm just like, oh, is Hawaii still there? And I later flipped through and it's like, this is somebody screwed up. It wasn't real. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, it's the system wasn't exactly doing him any favors.
Yeah, I felt bad for everybody that got an alert. But anyway, Pornhub reported its website traffic in Hawaii drastically increased after the residents were told a ballistic missile attack alert was a mistake. The website said they tweeted out a graph of the day's traffic in Hawaii and noted page views dropped drastically after the ballistic missile alert was sent out at 8 a.m. Pornhub said in a statement the traffic was a massive 77% below that of a typical day. However, once residents were notified around 8:45, so I mean there was like a good 40 minutes of them thinking they were going to die.
Yeah.
That the alert was false alarm. There was no threat. Traffic on the porn site shot up. Those seeking further relief headed back to Pornhub, where page views surged 48% above typical levels at 9 in the morning. Like, who's looking at porn at 9 in the morning? The emergency alert blunder caused more than 1 million people in Hawaii to fear they were about to be struck by a nuclear missile. Hawaii Emergency Management Agency spokesman, Richard Raposa said an employee mistakenly hit the live alert button, which sent out the false message. Raposa said the worker has since been reassigned.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, that's so sad. You know, what is amazing about this story is every time something crazy happens, There's always a story on Reddit related to Pornhub's IT infrastructure and how much data they actually gather on their viewers and their hits. And how many things...
That is shocking.
Like, and how many things they come to bat for that are important for, like, existence that don't have anything to do with porn. There's, like, you'd think, like, somebody would be like, we're going to die. They'd have, like, some sort of religious experience, like whatever thing that they had grasped onto throughout their whole life and somehow maybe forgotten, whatever that may be. They would then wake up and go, we're alive. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to give. I'm going to be awesome. And then they just go, never mind. Porn.
I'm going to go wank off.
I'm going to go just in case.
Let's be real, these are mostly dudes.
I'm actually shocked that it went down 77. You think it would go up. They'd just be trying to get that last.
That is incredibly curious that it went. I mean, maybe it was everybody was at their computer, got the text, and then, oh shit, let's get to our underground bunkers.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of things that they could have decided to do, but it seems that most of these people were fairly, they didn't have anybody with them to have fun with, so they were like, I guess I'll just watch some porn by myself.
Bar's like, I'd go to the bar and be like, look, I'm about to die and I'm underage, but you're gonna give me a drink.
Yeah, I know. It's like, listen, let's make this happen, you and me. No one has to know,
because we're all gonna die anyway. So I feel like if I was a bartender, I'd be like, I mean, sure. But I would also not be at the bar at 9 a.m. in the morning.
I don't know. Most bars are open at 9 in the morning, right?
That's sleepy time for bar owners and bartenders.
They're like, I didn't close till 3 o'clock in the morning last night. That's pretty awesome.
You can get shit-faced in 45 minutes? Dude, give me 10.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't take very long at all. Stephanie even less so. She just sniffs a hard liquor. And she's like, wee.
Oh my God, rumbles. I did not curse. I did not curse.
I just go with what they say. They say you cursed, you did.
Crap. I think Sub's just like squeezing it in there now. 17
swears. We need to keep track of this. We need to keep track of how many swears Ashley gets per episode and then chart it over the course of the year.
No.
And then we can see like,
I'm not going to curse at all next show.
You are really...
Just prove that I'm not gonna curse.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are amazing. Send your questions, comments, feedback, and hate mail to hnhshow@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Your emails sustain us. Call us and leave us a voicemail at HNH Live on Skype or on the Anchor app. You can just download it to iOS or Android. Find our stuff on Two Dorks and then just click the call in button and we'll get your beautiful voices. We'll play them on there. It'll be really great. We'll have a lot of fun. You can download the show wherever you can find podcasts or do that thing. Follow the show on Twitter at Two Dorks TV, where you'll get notified every time we go live with all the different things that we do. And tip us, if you will, at twodorks.net/tip. I think you require a Twitch account for that. My mom found that out. She tried to tip us, and then she was like, I couldn't do it because it wanted me to sign up for a thing. So maybe it's a Twitch account. I might have to make like a separate dealio for sending us money.
Maybe.
I think
you probably have to sign up for that too.
And you have to sign up, but there's sign-ups everywhere. You guys are amazing. We're going to leave you with these words of wisdom for the end of the show. It's from Charles Schulz, the writer and cartoonist behind Peanuts. That's Charlie Brown, if you're unfamiliar. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Why, thank you, Charles Schulz. That's beautiful. We'll see you next time right here on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Thank you for the cheers, AFO 300. Woo, 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 woo.
What squiggly line?
Yay, fade outs are good. Fade outs are good. Save project. Saving the project. The project. I know a guy that says project.
I like to project my voice.
He says
I like
project and he says inventory. Instead of inventory. Inventory.
We started watching, Jacob's seen it, but I've never watched the American version of The Office.
Oh, you've never watched it? I've seen like an episode, so I can't say much.
I never wanted to watch it because I'm like, this is not my kind of humor. This is stupid. But I actually watched the pilot episode and I was like, it's like it's a lot like IT Crowd.
Is it really? It has that. It's got that awkward thing going.
The like little awkward thing, and then like nothing, just stuff ends certain ways and like doesn't get resolved. Just it's really similar to IT Crowd. It's so cute.
I am going to have to watch it. I've only ever watched it one time, and I remember it being somewhat funny.
IT Crowd is so like anybody that's ever done IT ever. You have to watch IT Crowd. I was telling Steven forever to watch that, and he finally did. He's like, I wish I would have watched that sooner.
Oh gosh, it's so amazing, you guys. IT Crowd is fantastic. So hey, I didn't do this on the podcast, but next week, I'm really hyped for my Grim Fandango playthrough on the Adventures of Steven on Tuesday.
Hey?
That
he's gonna text me about, so I can watch.
Really pumped about it. So in the interest of getting people also as pumped as I am about it, can we watch the trailer, Smash?
Yes.
Can we do it? Because we're gonna.
Yes.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to hear it.
Well, poop.
Yeah, sorry.
Buenos días.
It's gonna be so good. I'm so pumped.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, you can talk now.
That train just turned into a skeleton. So watching the bits and pieces that I just watched and not having the sound for it, I'm like, what the shit is happening?
Well, you mostly just heard the amazing soundtrack and Manny Calavera say Buenos Dias. You didn't miss any dialogue.
Oh, what is the game about?
So it's about, you are a travel agent. Manny Calavera is the travel agent at the Land of the Dead, where people, when they die, come to this place and they're sold travel packages based on how good they were in life, you know, and what they were buried with and all kinds of stuff. Mostly how good they were in life. So he takes a client and he tries to fix them up with the best travel packages they can afford with their good deeds. And he used to be at the top of his game, but now he is just getting the crappiest clients ever. You know, like they can't sell them anything good. So he ends up deciding he's going to go hijack a good client because he knows something's jacked up with the system. And in the process uncovers a web of conspiracy regarding the counterfeit of number 9 train tickets that take you directly to the underworld. It's the best package you can get. All kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh,
and it's
cool.
it's a 4-year journey through the Land of the Dead. As he finds this good client, something happens to him, she gets taken away, and he's basically chasing after her and uncovers this incredible mystery. It's such a beautiful story, and it's all based on Mexican folklore and the Day of the Dead. It's amazing.
Huh.
It's amazing.
I'm excited to see this thing now.
I'm very excited. And we're also going to do an achievement run, so we're going to try and get all the achievements in the game.
Yay!
Which will be really fun. And one of them is actually called The Right Way, where you play with tank controls the whole time. And the subtext for that one is Tim made us put this one in. Which is super funny to me. And we're gonna get that one along with like all the other like dialogue puzzle things, like get this person to cry, so you have to like do certain dialogue options in order to make them end up crying. Like various things like that. It's gonna be fantastic.
I love watching. I didn't realize I would enjoy watching people play adventure games, but it's fun to just go, do this thing, do that thing, because there's always that delay. So I'm just like screaming at the camera, telling you what to do.
Oh yeah, but it's great because the fun thing is like a lot of people, we haven't ever played it, and we're just trying to figure out how to play it together. Like were you watching when I was doing the twins in the cave, or was that McFly? Maybe it was just
Was
subject.
that last night?
Yeah, no, it was Tuesday.
Or 2 nights ago?
Yeah, because we kept yelling things to do, and I was like, maybe that'll work. I don't know. I can't find this thing. It was just so fun. It was so fun working through those puzzles together.
Yay! No, that was I didn't have the chat. It was on his phone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think I told him to tell you a couple things, but I don't.
Gosh, that was fun. Subject to change that Double Fine logo was drawn by Scott Campbell, who makes a great appearance in this movie that I'm always talking about, the Double Fine Adventure. He drew it.
I never finished playing. Oh, I don't guess I have it anymore because we don't have PlayStation Plus. That sucks.
Oh, Broken Age?
Yeah.
You can take the copy out of here and have it for the PC.
But I never got past, like, I played her and, like, I was in her bird world. I can't say bird.
Oh, the Cloud Colony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
So tell me what it was, like, why do they feed people to the monster?
Oh, no, I can't tell you that. That's a big spoiler. That's a big thing. You can't know that. I can't tell everybody on the internet that anyway. I can tell you later.
Okay, you told me either.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. Jay, I use a Behringer Xenix 2402 USB, I think is what it is. Behringer Xenix mixer. It's great. All right, Dan, you can go to my my blog at bitsandbinary.com and look at how I work. Click that link at the top and you'll see what mixer I use.
Oh, that's
also
cool.
The Amazon affiliate link on our channel would be a great place to buy one if you want one.
We has affiliates?
Yeah, we're affiliates on Amazon.
Yay!
But y'all are amazing, and I know Ashley has to pee, so we're gonna let her go. And it's super late. So you guys are awesome. Hey, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you think about it, because it would help us. We want to get to 100. That would at least be cool.
Yay! 100.
Hi, Dan.
I love you guys. I missed you last week. Thank you for hanging out.
You're the best.
And for bits.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, and happy anniversary, subject to change.
Oh, happy and awesome. You're awesome.
He is awesome. We love you guys. Bye.
Love you.